Over the years, the term service learning has evolved and has been of great importance to any institution. But what exactly is service learning? It is a practice that involves the engagement of multiple stakeholders by linking the academic curriculum to community service, thus strengthening and transforming every individual involved.
As they excel in the campus, they also continue to serve the society. We would like them to be social entrepreneurs in the society, to take leadership to solve the problems of the society, to help those people and cooperate with other people who are into social entrepreneurship.
So when we send our students out to different community developmental organizations, we ensure and we want these community organizers to ensure that these students, their potential is being tapped to the fullest extent.
Service learning ensures that the involvement of the community, faculty, and students builds a strong and trustworthy partnership. Community. The role of the community is to provide an opportunity to participate and thus contribute to the field of education. This will help in creating the next generation of community leaders as well as provide possibilities for collaborative projects. Faculty. The role of the faculty members is to connect the academic curriculum with the community needs while keeping in mind the institutional values of the organization. This also enables the faculty members to identify new areas of research and publication. Student. Students get the opportunity to apply their textbook learning to real-life situations by actively participating with community problems. This provides them with practical learning experiences and eventually contributes to their academic outcomes. Thus, service learning plays an important role to synergize community with experiences, faculty with knowledge, and students with reflection.
Working with communities, which is where our focus area is. We work a lot with citizens and work on behavioral change issues. So students can actually work with us to demonstrate how those things can be done. Now obviously needs are constantly changing, needs are dynamic. There needs to be a constant review of what the NGOs require and do a matching system in terms of what your students, various groups within your student community can provide in terms of solutions.
Could we look at the crisis service learning as not just something which is an exposure into community, but into an exposure of a different world if world has to change? The fact that the students were willing to travel, they were willing to work, and it will take time, right? It's not like 100 students all will like to do it. But in my mind, even if 50% like to do it, we would have won our battle.
And also it is helping to mold the students better, because see, I feel that children are like a mud pot, and on one side if the university, the colleges, service learning projects, and on the other side the NGO, if they both come together and mold them in a proper way, we can get a better shape, we can shape them better, which through social responsibility, they can be better citizens of the country.
Service learning creates and refines the social and learning connection through institutional commitment and knowledge application. Students view the material as relevant, interesting, and absorbing, which prevents the learning experience from being monotonous and ensures that this is inclusive. Students who are actively involved in these activities are more likely to learn and grow.
So not only do you learn your subject matter more thoroughly, but you also learn about the intricacies of how the fieldwork setting is actually like. And you also learn the challenges of how maybe when you take up this subject further, what will be your challenges. So it's a very good experience.
Sometimes the theoretical knowledge is not always receptive by the community. There are things like social challenges, cultural challenges that lie when you try to implement something that is very theoretical in nature. And then I have also faced administrative challenges when trying to implement something or trying to get something to work out.
But I think towards the end we realized that no, we can do a lot about it. Like we started in the campus and then we realized we can do something outside the campus also.
Mainly, we found it very hard to look for an organization that could work around our timings, and so that we could coordinate with them also. And so I'm from economics, so we wanted to do something different because a lot of our seniors had done projects on financial management. So when we tried to look for organizations that had a different objective, it was hard to find one and narrow down specifically to it.
For example, I'm working with Mukta right now, so they are working with victims of abuse. So that gives us so much opportunity to understand abuse and help victims cope and get out of it and spread awareness in terms of prevention of the various forms of abuse that exist.
I've learned about myself, what are my strengths, my weaknesses, what I want to do. And I've led teams, so it's helped me in research also, because a lot of our projects are research based. So it's given me a holistic learning.
Service learning provides multiple opportunities to not only apply practical knowledge but also solves community problems and develops meaningful relationships. It is recognized as one of the most effective practices that stimulates a greater level of student involvement and hence becomes an essential activity for their overall development.
See, change is possible only when both parties want it, and the young people are the agents of change. If they are the agents of change, we have no business not engaging there. So I would completely agree with you. We should just use this as case study to UGC, with Niti Aayog, with newspapers, and say that this model works.
As an institution, as an educational institution, just to go out into the field and find for people who seek our support may be difficult. So it is always good to go through these NGOs who has actually done their work to identify or map the requirement. So when we connect with them, we exactly know what they are looking for, and we will be able to map our kind of an expertise from the student side and get it to them. So I think it's a good operational model where we work with the NGOs, we come together, and then we together build the nation.
The overall intention of service learning is to build a strong partnership and provide a clear foundation. It relates to student success through the encouragement of dynamic collaboration between the various organizations of civic engagement and institutional initiatives that improves the overall process of holistic development.